Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Greetings to you from wherever you're watching from and whatever the time is there. My name is Annabelle Benson. I'm the General Manager of Corinthia Villa Hotel and I'm your Hospitality Edge coach. Hospitality Edge is basically a platform where we share ideas, knowledge, skills, just generally everything you need to know about the hospitality industry and about the customer service industry. And like I would always say, even if your industry doesn't fall under the hospitality industry, but you have people, you deal with clients, you deal with customers, and you have staff, I can assure you that you will benefit a lot from the tips that we share here. Today, we're dealing with the sales department. If you watch our previous videos, we have dealt with other departments, but today and in our last video is for the sales department. We started out for the sales department last week, and our topic is how to outsell the competition, winning strategies for hotel sales executives. We had shared about 5 or 6 tips last week. Like I said, sales is my core, it's my thing, it's my joy, it's my bond. It's something I love to do, something I've done for over 15 years. So I love sales, right? I've sold in different industries, so it's something that's really, really dear to me. If you watch our previous videos, we had shared the first 5 tips, which I'm not going to go over here for the sake of time. So I'm continuing with this number 6 to 10. We have over 50 tips for sales for the sales team. Over 50 tips. Just for the sake of video and timing, we're only going to share 10. So number 6 is negotiate smartly. As a salesperson, you must be a negotiator. That's the number one skill that you should have as a salesperson. Don't be too flexible. Don't undervalue your product as a salesperson. In this case, we're talking of hotels, right? Don't undervalue your hotel. Don't try to bring it to a place where you're trying so much to win this client or to win this guest that you start to undervalue your hotel. What you should be doing is to be presenting value. What packages do you have? What difference do you have from other hotels? You're not downselling other hotels. No, that's not your business. Your business is to upsell your own hotel, bring forth packages, bring forth perks. Talk about discounts, talk about special services you offer. Then at the same time, understand your client's budget and try to tailor your costing or your pricing or your packages to your client's budget and your client's need. So that's what negotiation is about. Negotiation is a win-win thing. You win by bringing about the best for your organization. At the same time, bringing about something good as well for the client. So negotiation is key. Not just negotiation, but negotiating smartly. Don't undersell, don't downsell another person, and don't try to satisfy your guests so much that you now devalue your product. No, your product is what you're trying to sell here. So the negotiation must be really smart. The next point is follow up. See, I always tell my sales team, I always tell anybody that I train on sales. You see, the power of follow up, it cannot be overemphasized. People meet different people every day selling the same thing that you're selling. How do you differentiate yourself? Follow up. You don't have to be a bug. You don't have to be a bother. You don't have to spam people, but follow up. Make calls, send simple messages, emails, something. Don't just feel, I've talked to this person. Sometimes I've been with somebody where, the person saw most of these marketers that market on the road. It's just an example I'm giving. And the person just told me, I always like to collect these people's flyer to encourage them. I will never really get to call them. I don't need what they are selling. Do you understand? So some people will tell you, oh, I'll get back to you. Oh, I'll call you. Oh, I love your product. And then the minute you're walking out of that person's office or space or something, somebody else comes with even a better offer to that person. So how do you differentiate yourself? Follow up. The role of follow up in marketing cannot be overflogged. It cannot be overemphasized. It is a must. You must follow up. How are you following? This is what I do. When I've sold, if it's traditional marketing, I've gone out for marketing and I've sold to someone, I've talked about my products, we've established relationship, we've established contact as well. As soon as I'm getting back to the office, the first thing I'll do, I won't call you, no. Calls can be bothersome. Not everybody wants to take calls at every time. I'll just send you a simple message. Thank you so much for granting me audience today. Thank you so much. If there are 1 or 2 things you discuss with the person in the course of the conversation, you mention it. I can say thank you so much for teaching me that this, that. Thank you so much for opening my eyes to this, that. I look forward to this, that. That's it. And then over time, new month's messages, stuff like that. Just follow up. You cannot under follow up. You must over follow up. But like I said, don't be a bother. Don't be a bug. Do it in a matured way. If it's mails, if it's calls. I've marketed a particular organization, and over 1 year down the line, I had left. If I had abandoned the organization because I just felt that okay, they were not interested in what I had to sell, and I ignored them. Then a colleague of mine had gone to this same organization to market them. At the time my colleague went to this organization to market them, they were now ready to use the particular service I was selling, which was rooms. And the woman looks at the proposal and she's like, let me use Corinthia for an example. And she's like, Corinthia. She said, I'm actually ready to use Corinthia. I said, but I'll not use Corinthia through you. There's one lady that has disturbed my life in Corinthia, and I told myself at the back of my mind that anytime I'm ready to use this service, anytime I'm ready to use rooms or any hotel, you see that lady, she has to be the one. And the guy was like, who is this lady? And she called my name. And the guy said, oh, this lady has been promoted now. She doesn't really do sales anymore. So the woman said no, that she wants to find out from me. Then she called me. When she called me, I laughed. And I said, ma, in fact, you have my permission to deal with this person. Just go ahead. He's my staff and you can deal with him. What am I saying? That lady kept me in her memory. She kept me in her brain. She made a mark. And there are people like that I have on my phone as well. There's when somebody will reach out to me, sell something to me, market to me. I don't need that product, but I will save that contact. Any day I need that particular service, all I need to do is just dial baby shoes, for instance, baby clothes, because of how this person had marketed to me. Something, crayfish woman, egusi woman, something. And that person's name pops up and I put a call across to this person. Sometimes they're surprised, like, you remembered me? Yes. It's because of the power of simple follow-up. The next point here is leverage on technology and CRMs. I won't overflog on this one because it's actually a large point. However, I'll just briefly use it. Marketing has been made very easy for you to be able to track your sales, for you to be able to track your follow-ups, for you to be able to track a lot of things. Use technology. We're in 2025. We're not in 1985. A lot of things have been made easy technology-wise to use for your sales. There are a lot of ways that you can sell and upsell without the normal traditional marketing. So make use of such technology. Engage them. Not the one that is compliant with your organization, not the one that is compliant with your industry, and employ them. Make use of such technology. The next point is upsell and cross-sell. I had defined what that is in my previous videos, and even earlier in the former video I made on the sales team. Upsell and cross-sell, that's your job. You're supposed to cross-sell and you're supposed to upsell. You're supposed to sell other services within the organization, and you're supposed to sell higher services as well. That's your job. It's not just to stay on the cadre that you have put yourself in. You must upsell and you must cross-sell. So just other things, so just other services, so just other areas. So just other things, just like I talked about for the front office staff. A marketer too is supposed to upsell and cross-sell. The next and final point for the sake of marketing, like I said, is 10 points that I'm going to share for marketers, is continuous learning and development. You cannot be redundant in this industry. Train, retrain, and keep training. Sometimes you have to unlearn what you already knew before, the way you were already doing it before, and learn something new. Attend sales workshops. You don't have to wait for your company to pay. You are a salesperson, and it's a skill that you carry anywhere you go, right? So attend sales workshop, attend expos, attend trainings online. Trainings like this, come online, search for sales trainings, attend them. They are on YouTube, they are on a lot of platforms. Attend such trainings. Improve on yourself. Learn from mentors. I have mentors in sales. Some of them don't even know that I follow them. Some of them know that I follow them. Learn from mentors. Learn from people that know that this person is a top performer. Sit down. I've sat down with people that I know that are even younger than me, but this person is doing exceedingly well in sales. I'll sit down to learn from you. I have people that I mentor as well. They come to my office, they sit down. Ma, I'm here, I want to learn. They're not even in my organization. They're not even in my industry, but just over time, relationships that we've built over time, they sit down and they learn. So the power of learning cannot be overemphasized. Ensure that you stay updated as well. Trends are changing. Things are changing at a nanosecond pace, and you cannot be left behind, right? So improve on yourself and ensure that you don't remain redundant in this industry. Learn, like I said, relearn, unlearn those things you already knew that is taking you backwards. Keep learning. The power of learning and continuous improvement, self-development can never be overemphasized. Don't wait for your organization to train you. You can as well train yourself. At this point, I'm going to end this video. Like I said, we have 50 points for the sales team. However, for the sake of time and for the sake of this video, we're only going to talk about 10 points. We hope that as you watch this video, it increases your sales capacity and it increases your power your sales power, and that you become one of the best salespersons that your organization or any other organization has ever come across. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.